Good morning, Tammy. I'm calling to see if you guys would like to go on a hike.
Hi, Cindy. Sure, we'd like to join you. Where were you planning to hike?
We were thinking of either walking for a couple of miles in the neighborhood, or crossing the Mojave Desert and back.
What's the Mojave Desert like?
I think of hiking the Mojave Desert as like shopping in an upscale, single-story Macy's department store. Others liken it to skating on an unusually well-groomed ice rink.
So, no elevation changes? I'm concerned about my hip.
I don't believe so. And if there are, there'd be an elevator with a white-gloved attendant.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, how about the Mojave? We'll meet you on the eastern edge of the desert.
All right, we'll see you there shortly. Mark, do you want to go hiking with Cindy and Lindsay?
Sure. Where?
The Gobi Desert, I think she said.
Okay, that shouldn't be hard to find. I'll grab my backpack and let's go. 1 week later.
Hey, Mark, how's it going? I'm calling because we expected you to be here by now.
Hi, Lindsay. We are on our way.
Where are you?
Somewhere near Hawaii. I could ask the ship's captain if you need a more precise location.
Shit? Hawaii? What are you talking about?
I researched how to get to the Gobi Desert, and this seemed like the most direct way.
We are not in the Gobi Desert, we are in the Mojave Desert. You must have passed the Mojave days ago.
Whoops. I was kind of wondering why we hadn't seen you on the ship. It's the only car ferry to leave the US for China in the last week. Well, the captain isn't going to turn the ship around in the middle of the Pacific. So we'll have to continue on to China and then sail back.
Okay, we'll try to hold your parking space for you, but it won't be easy.
1 month later.
Mark, it's Lindsay calling for an update.
Hi, Lindsay. We caught a return ship, and we are only a few hundred miles from the west coast of the US now. We've had our struggles. After taking the spot today, I was disappointed to see the low grade of Egyptian cotton in the towels. Now we're shopping in the duty-free store. They do have several varieties of dark chocolate, but no Belgian chocolate. Only that Swiss crap. It's really pissing me off.
Well, things aren't so great here, either. It's 110 degrees in the shade, and the local militia, eyeing the parking space we are holding for you, has started to take potshots at us with their high-powered rifles. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
I see we all have our crosses to bear. But we are headed in the right direction, so hang in there. 1 week later.
Hey, Mark, it's been a week. Where are you?
I'm at the eastern edge of the Mojave Desert. We've been driving around in small circles for days, looking for you. I considered calling you for more directions, but I thought it would be smarter to just drive past the same place over and over again, hoping it would magically turn into the right place.
Can you see a huge flock of buzzards?
Yes.
That's where we are. The buzzards have been attacking our dog, and while we've so far been able to fend them off, we can't hold on for much longer. Please come over to where we are, and hurry.
Okay, do you mind if we stop at the gift shop first? We are looking for a kaleidoscope, preferably one made from antique Syrian glass.
There is no gift shop in the Mojave Desert. Just come directly here.
Minutes later.
You made it. Before we get started, let's make sure that everyone has time in their schedule for this expedition. Mark, do you have time?
I don't have anything to do for the rest of my life.
And how long do you think that will be?
Probably about 20 years.
Okay, that should be more than enough time. Lindsay, what do you have going on?
My doctor said I should rush to the medical center as soon as the results from my CT scan come back.
So, that should be in about 3 to 4 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're good to go. Tammy, what about you?
I give my dog Reddit an intense aerobic workout at the top of every hour throughout the day. We've only got about 5 minutes before our next workout. Are we going to be able to cross the desert and get back before then?
No, but how about treating the hike across the desert as a workout? I bet a few hundred miles of non-stop walking would take the edge off his energy level.
Okay, what the heck? I'll count it as exercise for him just this once.
Okay, it looks as if we are good to go.
2 weeks later.
There's our turnaround point across the way, Insanity Mountain.
Where?
It's the flat-top mountain over there, with all the small white crosses.
Okay, I think I can make it out. Is that where you observed that climbing accident?
Yes, a 25-year-old kid thought he could make it to the top. His friends begged him not to try, but he went ahead anyway. They were pissed when he fell to his death and they had to carry his body all the way back to base camp. I don't care how skilled he was, he shouldn't have attempted that climb.
Yeah, kids that young just don't have the experience to be able to tackle Insanity Mountain.
So is that where we are headed?
That's right.
Gulp.
Sorry Tammy, they seem to have removed the elevator.
That's all right. I was hoping to leave an interesting body to science. Anyway.
Here we go.
Several nosebleeds later. We made it. Who would have thought they'd have a bathroom at the top of Insanity Mountain?
Pretty fortunate, isn't it? After 250 miles, I think it's time for a snack. What did everyone bring?
14 ounces of water, a peanut butter sandwich, and the same 175 energy bars that I bring on every hike, but never eat. I'm not planning on eating them on this one, either.
16 ounces of water, including 3 ounces for Reddit, plus a small apple.
3 ounces of water for a Reddit? Isn't that a bit much for him?
Yeah, maybe, but given how long this trek is going to be, I thought it would be better to err on the high side. What did you bring?
Nothing. Particularly not any water. Do you realize that the local utility charges almost 2 cents for a gallon of water these days? That's highway robbery.
But don't you need water on a 500-mile hike?
Not that badly. It's the principle of the matter.
Now that we've refreshed ourselves, shall we head back?
Let's do it.
2 weeks later.
How's it going, Mark? Have you done anything interesting since the last time I saw you?
I'll say. I hiked the Mojave Desert. And I'll tell you, after that ordeal, I was just about ready to.
The Mojave Desert. Why, that's a wonderful little stroll. Most days, I walk it twice before breakfast with my Pomeranian.
Oh, really?
The Mojave? That's a nice relaxing walk. I like to do it when I'm not up for real exercise, such as when I'm recovering from major surgery.
You do?
Yes. Anyway, I'm afraid we interrupted you. What were you going to tell us about your experience?
Well, what I was going to say was that the hike was so easy that it just about put me to sleep.
Oh, yes, definitely easy. Very easy.
It's so easy that I probably expended negative calories hiking the Mojave. You could gain weight from indulging in that hike too often. That's why I'm going to partake of that hike sparingly, as an occasional treat.
Smart move. You can indulge after you've had some real exercise first.